Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It's flipping chilly. But that is because it's winter. So I have Ozzy and Harrison today. I need to pick Kenzie up just after lunch. It means I've got to try and keep the boys awake. So what I might do is head into town, and if it's not chucking it down, there's a very pink sky out there. I'm going to take them to the park in the town, and then let them have a run around and what have you. Keep them awake until it's time to pick Kenzie up at 12:30. Then pick Kenzie up, and he's in charge of keeping them awake on the journey home, and then put them down for naps. That's the plan anyway. Yes, it's cold. What am I thinking? Oh, I've woken up this morning to apparently we are now in B measures of COVID, what have you. I was not aware that had happened. I wasn't. I'll tell you what I was doing last night. I wasted 2.5 hours of my life that I am never going to get back, ever. I watched a very old late 70s film with Michael Caine in it called The Swarm. I mean, and seriously, how did Michael Caine ever get so many acting jobs when he is absolutely dire at acting? Seriously, I have no idea how that happened. Anyway, this film, I remember a bit of it from my childhood when I must have seen it when the bees swarmed this car. That happened very early on in the movie, and good lord, I'm never going to get that back in my life. That time of my life is gone. That evening has gone. But it got to the point where we were like, we've invested so much into it, we should at least keep watching to see how it ended. The overacting, I mean, it was 2.5 hours. It could have easily been 2 minutes. No, they could have made probably a damn sight better film if it had only been like an hour, maybe slightly longer. Ugh, I don't recommend it to anyone who hasn't yet seen this 1970s film. You've lived this long without seeing it. Honestly, don't waste the rest of your life watching that. So yes, I don't know what we're watching tonight. We've got haircuts actually tonight, so that is something. We've got haircuts, so that's part of our evening going to be used up. And I also, at some point today, need to make sure I have everything ready to go into Spog, because I'm seeing Trevor and Sue tomorrow, the Posh Cats. We're going to meet at 10:30 at our designated location and hope the weather's good. At the moment it says sun, so we should have a nice wander around the interesting place that we are going to go and look at. And then I suspect we'll be drinking tea and chatting for quite a while. Right, I've just reheated this cup of tea, which I found on the side, which sounds disgusting, but I'm sure it was made for Kenzie and he didn't drink it. He's gone off, he's got 2 exams this morning. And so I'm reheated it and I'm going to drink it myself because it's been untouched. Lovely. Harrison and I are doing some building, and we've decided that some superheroes have maybe got some spaceships or something, I don't know. Maybe they're cars, futuristic cars or something. What do you think, Harrison? That's the Flash. Whoops. Let's get the water for the van. Fill up all my water bottles. Snowman! Are you a snowman? Wow, where's your buttons? You've got buttons on your tummy. You want this hat? Ready, steady. Father Christmas hat. It's 10:30, and I'll be honest with you, today is not the easiest of days. I've only got Ozzy and Harrison, but they are literally ripping shreds out of each other. Pushing, shoving, screaming. It's just, if one of them goes near the other one, they scream in their face and the other one pushes them, and nothing I'm doing is distracting them. I even suggested we go outside, and Harrison just decided he was going to sit and scream for the whole time he was out there. So I gave up with that. And then, it's just I'm glad it's Thursday. So I have relented, and distraction isn't working, going outside isn't working. I'm like, what can I do to stop this fighting? I'm literally just, you know, even when I'm interacting with them and saying, right, let's do this together, they're pushing and shoving and screaming at each other, and then fighting to be in front of me. Like Harrison's pushing Ozzy away so he can stand right in front of me or sit on my lap or, you know, look at the thing completely. So I'm like, right, I've had it. So it's 10:30 and I have put the telly on. I've strapped Harrison into his buggy. I've put Ozzy on the sofa. Harrison has his raggy thing. Ozzy has his raggy thing. I know it's not the best thing to do, but sometimes needs must. And for my sanity, I need them to stop screaming and hitting each other. So I need a cup of tea and I need some toast because I'm now getting hungry because I need to eat something. This is a side of me childminding you don't often see. Sorry parents if you're watching this. Pip gets stressed too. So they've had half an hour of TV. It's now quarter past 11. And I got them back out to play, you know, out of the buggy, off the sofa. I have no idea what is going on with them. I really don't. Literally pushing and hitting each other. There's just tears and shouting, and it's a very unpleasant situation for everybody. So I've put their coats on, I've put their boots on. We are going to go into town to the park, and hopefully they can just... Thing is, they're not choosing to be away from each other. If they were older, I'd say, right, you over there, don't go near each other. But unfortunately, they are like moths to a light. And even though they're ripping shreds out of each other, they seem to just keep coming back together. So I'm going to go put them in the car seats, and then I'm going to go to the park, and hopefully they'll burn off some energy, and then we'll get Kenzie, and then they're going for sleeps. And hopefully, well, I'll feed them while we're at the park. I've tried snacks, that didn't help either. They weren't hungry. I was getting hungry, they weren't. Okay, let's go. We're in the van. Everybody is in the van. I'm just going to go and see if I can get a gas bottle refilled from the camping place. I'll do that. That's the first place we'll go. Change of scenery. Whee! Ozzy! Gentle Harrison, please, with Ozzy's head. Oh, I'm doing it, Ozzy, I'm doing it. Wow, this one wobbles. I was not expecting the wobbly one. Hi! Hi! Well done, you got up the ladder. Whee! That's not very slippy, is it? Boing, you must hold on, Harrison. Oh, Harrison's a daredevil and doesn't think he needs to hold on. Boing, but that sun's getting warm. I've messaged Kenzie and suggested he comes to the park. It'll do him good to walk a little bit. Oopsie! Are you coming through? Hello? Hello? Menaces. Hello? Say hi to Ozzy. Hi! Hi! We've decided to walk down the path, haven't we? Yeah. Go meet Kenzie. In case he gets lost, because he doesn't know the way very well this way, does he? He usually walks the main roadway. Yeah. You got to find Kenzie. Go look for him. Go, go, go. Just mind the hill round the corner. Do not throw your pot in there. Wow, it's the water. Water. I used to play under that bridge as well when I was little. Water, water. Should we go find Kenzie? Oh, whoa, just why would you do that, Harrison? Right, wait there. Thankfully it didn't float downstream. You, sir, are causing me such grief today. Yeah. Hello? Hi? Menaces. That's what you are. Absolute menaces. Water. Yes. Yes. Not that way. Not that way. Harrison, you're going the wrong way. Harrison, you're going the wrong way. I think I need a lead for him. Hi, Dom. You're going the wrong way. Do I have to get reins for you? Oh, Ozzy, you've made friends. Oh, he's after your biscuits. Hi, you're lovely. No. You tell him. I'll tell you what, it just gets worse. So we went looking for gas. They didn't have it at the usual place, but then there was a place in the next town up and I rang them and they did have it. So I went and got my gas. Then we drove to the park and I'm thinking this is going to be lovely. They can have a really nice play at the park. They don't have to be on top of each other. Well, that lasted maybe 5 minutes. Ozzy got to the top of the climbing frame, which isn't very high, refused to come down the slide or the steps, and decided he was going to spend a load of time shouting at me from the top, even though I was trying to help him come down said steps and said slide. No, so in the end I had to forcibly make him sit down and pull him down the slide, at which point he completely kicked off big time because I'd made him come down. But he was screaming at me to get him down, but then wouldn't let me actually get him down. So I was putting an end to it. Anyway, I managed to distract them with food and they were eating and playing and that was fine. I don't usually let them run around and eat, but anything goes today, to be honest. They were still shoving though. They were still shoving each other. And then I said to Kenzie, I texted Kenzie and said, look, can you walk to the park? Because I think we need to be here longer, really. I think they could do with burning off some energy and I think that would be better than putting them back in the car. So Kenzie, well, we started walking down the path towards the school, thinking we'd meet Kenzie part way. And that was nice. They liked that. They ran down the hill. I mean, I've got footage of that. Harrison then threw a pot in the river, which I had to go and retrieve. And you can see in those pictures, they're like so happy. And I'm like, brilliant, this has done it. This has done it. Literally seconds after turning the camera off, merry hell broke loose. We got up the path towards the school and they completely kicked off. Harrison didn't want to go the same way as Ozzy. Ozzy didn't want to go the same way as Harrison. Neither of them wanted to go the way I needed them to go. So then Kenzie calls and he can't find his way down the path. So I directed him, all with me having to hold onto Harrison's hat or hood because he will not stop when I'm telling him to stop. And Ozzy is now sitting on the floor. I've got all these school kids who've just done their exams walking past me. I'm stood on the bridge. I've got one of them talking about water, which was fine, but I'm holding on to him, and the other one at my feet, kicking and screaming on his stomach. And I'm having to move his legs so people can get past. And that's how it continued for the next half hour as we tried to get back up that hill with Ozzy screaming, wouldn't hold my hand. Every time I offered it, he screamed at me. Every time I stopped, he stopped. So then I had to keep moving. And then he screamed at me because I'm walking away from him. I was like, oh my goodness. And Kenzie's going, wow, the noise. And I was like, this is what it's been like all day. So, needless to say, Ozzy ended up under my armpit. Kenzie ended up carrying the bag with the food in it, as well as his school bag. And Harrison ended up holding my hand and we went back to the car with Ozzy kicking and screaming. So I've probably now got this really bad reputation in town as the woman who had a screaming child under her armpit. Sometimes, though, it's the only way to get them where you need to get them, and we just needed to get in the car. And then I have done so well with losing my weight. But I'll be honest with you, I needed something nice. And so I went to Starbucks drive-thru and we got a hot chocolate, a hot fudge brownie chocolate for myself and for Kenzie, because I deserve it. Quite honestly, today I deserve it. It's not very often you hear me saying my day was hell, but I'll be honest, it's been hell. It's been hell. I have not enjoyed my job today at all. Good evening, you lovely lot. It's 8 o'clock, nearly, very nearly 8 o'clock. We've just had our hairs done. Myself and the boys. It's getting late and I have edited a bit of this vlog and realised how moany I've been. It's been a hard day, but how moany I've been. So I'm going to make this quick because there's a lot of vlog that's been already used up on moaning. Number nine on the advent calendar is over here. What do we think that might be? It's in a feathery section over, not feathery, leafy section. But now I'm thinking feathery section, maybe it is a bird over there in that corner. I'm going to go, there's a robin next to it, so I don't think it's a robin. I'm going to go with a bat. That's just come to my head, a bat. There's no one going to make a hat trick out of this and get 3 for 3. What do you think it is? And, oh, I think it's a thrush or not entirely sure. It's a bird of some sort. See, the feathers was in my head I said feathery, didn't I? So that'll be why it was a bird of some sort. I think it's a thrush. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's move straight on to the, what's in the bag? No, what's in the hat? What's in the hat? What's in the hat? We had, Minx Laura said naked lady. I was like, what? And then I thought maybe she meant the statue that I got yesterday. Several people said the statue. Somebody said the mailbox that the children were playing with. And a couple of people said the robin craft, because I said it was delicate. But the majority of you got this one right. Gravic 48, Bird's Nest 58, Kirsty Smith, Jules, Desmond Stonders, Tina B, Lisa Millington, Nicola Head, Caroline B, Barbara Linan, Alex McClary, Sandra Butcher, Dizzy Tack, Crafty Mama, and Joanne Robson. All got it right with, I've got to try and carefully pull him out. He's been in there all night. There we are. This one is Finn. Somebody said Harrison Snowman, but I'm going to go with Snowman. Finn's snowman that he made. Isn't that cute? So he can come out of the hat now. Now, in fairness, it's been incredibly difficult to come up with something to fit in the hat. Bearing in mind, I've got a sparkle. Bearing in mind that today has been so trying that it's been really hard to engage the children in anything, let alone film the children doing anything. And I couldn't fit the park in to the hat. I could have tried to fit my sanity into the hat. That was quite prominent, or the lack thereof sanity. Yeah, so this was in the vlog today. I'm not doing very well at keeping it a secret. Right, there we go. This was in the vlog today. It's not delicate. What's in the hat? What's in the hat? What's in the hat today? There we go. Put your guesses down below. I'm really enjoying this interaction with you all, and I hope you are too. And I'm getting a good little list now of people who are winning regularly. There's a few people who've got every single one right. So what's happening tomorrow? I've had a message from Posh Cats Camping. They have arrived at the campsite, and I will be heading off tomorrow to meet them at about 10:30 at our designated meeting location. It's raining at the moment, but it's meant to be nice tomorrow, according to the weather report. So we'll just keep everything crossed that happens. If not, we're just going to get wet and soggy, aren't we? That's fine. I can deal with that. But I'm really looking forward to it. I have just hoovered Spog out, put all the waters in there. I'm going to plug the fridge in the kitchen so it's ready for the morning, and taking the car seats out of the Spog, so that's all ready. Everything's basically good to go. Oh, and the thing I need to take back to them that I borrowed from them, I've put in the van as well. So I just need to pack a few like spare clothes because I might get wet. So I'm going to take a spare pair of jeans, a couple of jumpers, a couple of t-shirts, pajamas, vlogging stuff. That's it. Not a lot of food, not a lot of anything really. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Right. Okay, you lovely lot. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry it's been such a whingy vlog. Right. I'll see you all tomorrow. That is if I have any data or signal to upload a video. If you don't see a video tomorrow, it's because there wasn't any signal, data, what have you, Wi-Fi at the site or anything. So if you don't get a video from me tomorrow, don't think I've dropped off the face of the earth. It is just down to the fact I'm away and it's logistics. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.